Hello! Our group is formed by Clara, Láisa, Clara, and Raquel, and today we're going to talk about the Brontë Sisters' life. Starting with the world map, we can see the Europe map, because Charlotte and Emily both born in Torton, in the Yorkshire, in the Europe. Starting with Charlotte, she was a famous British writer who born in 1816 and died in 1855. During her life, she lived in Torton and Haworth, both in Europe. The writer marked her legacy by being one of the main developers of the novel. Charlotte was the third of 6 daughters. In a time of her life, she and her sisters were sent to a school attended by daughters of impoverished clergymen. At this place, unfortunately, Charlotte saw 2 of her sisters pass away.
Well, about the literary career of Charlotte Brontë, and her initial works include the poetry and prose she wrote with her siblings, and although these writings were never published during her lifetime, they were crucial in developing her narrative skills. The Professor was not published until after her death, but it marked the beginning of her exploration into themes like education and personal struggle. Her main works include Jane Eyre, Shirley, and Violet. Each of these works is noted for its strong, complex family protagonists and vivid psychological insights. Well, about the style and themes, Charlotte's literary style is characterized by a strong narrative voice and the deep psychological exploration of her characters. And her themes often include the struggle of women for independence and self-respect, the conflicts between passion and reason, and the criticism of social class structures. During her lifetime, Charlotte received considerable recognition for her work. However, the literary awards as we know them today were not prevalent in her time. About her influences, Charlotte was influenced by her education, personal experiences, and the literary works she read. She was inspired by the works of poets like Lord Byron and novelists like Sir Walter Scott. Charlotte contributed to literature by breaking new ground in the portrayal of women in fiction. She also advanced the novel form by integrating psychological depth and social criticism, influencing future generations of writers. And about the context of the period, Charlotte wrote during the Victorian era, a time of significant social, economy, and technology change. The Industrial Revolution was transforming the society, and this transformation are reflected in her novels. Charlotte's works is associated with the broader Romantic and Victorian literary movements. About the critical reception, initially Charlotte received mixed reviews, and the modern interpretations of her works often focus on its feminist aspects. Scholars highlight her exploration of women's independence, identity, and resistance to the patriarchal norms. Charlotte's legacy endures through her profound impact on literature, and her novels remain readily read and studied, inspiring countless adaptations and reinterpretations. And her works have been adapted into numerous films, television series, and stage productions. Jane Eyre alone has seen countless adaptations, attesting to its timeless appeal.
Hello, so about Emily's introduction. Emily Janie Brontë was born in Thornton, West Yorkshire, England, on July 30, 1818, and passed away in Haworth, West Yorkshire, England too. Wuthering Heights, her only work, not only established her legacy, but also inspired world literature. She challenged the social conventions of her time, paving the way for writers who sought to explore taboo subjects. Her impact extended beyond her masterpiece, leaving an incredible mark on the world. About Emily's personal life, the fifth of 6 children, Emily spent her childhood in Haworth, a village where her father served as the resident parish priest. Emily was educated mostly at home, and she and her siblings spent time writing and telling romantic tales from one another. Emily never married, and there is no evidence that she participated in any kind of romantic relationship. Despite this, her relationship with her family was lovely, and that's amazing. About Emily's literary career. Emily's only work, Wuthering Heights, was published under the male pseudonym Alice Bell in 1847. Her writing style featured intense narrative with psychologically rich characters and a dark setting. Although she did not receive awards during her lifetime, but her work is widely recognized and acclaimed because she helped form a tradition of women writers, both prose and poetry. Emily's influences and contributions. Emily used the wild landscapes of Yorkshire for her famous books Wuthering Heights. She showed strong feelings and human problems, giving deep thought about people's minds. With her interesting writing and complicated characters, she made Gothic novels more popular, making a big impact on the world literature.
Emily's historical and cultural contexts. Despite the scientific and economic development of the time, the Victorian era was marked by prejudice and mainly the submission of women. At that time, women were supposed to cultivate morality and dedicate themselves fully to the family. It was not expected that a female figure to dedicate herself to certain jobs, including writing or publishing books. For this reason, Emily wrote under a male pseudonym. The novel, written in the Victorian period, had Gothic characteristics and realistic aspects about the society at the time. Emily's critical analysis. Emily Brontë's work was received with some suspicion because the public perceived the quality of the work, but the story presented an uncomfortable universe devoid of moral principles in which good and evil work together all the time, and there are no motivation for the fences. The work is seen as avant-garde, mainly due to its strong criticism of the social and cultural contexts of the time, relating Gothic and realistic characteristics to aspects of Victorian conditions, unlike what was produced at the time. Emily's legacy. Emily's works continues to be studied and adopted over time. Wuthering Heights is one of the best-selling books, considered canon of English literature. Emily, released in 2022, brings a possible biography of the author and possible motivations and references to Wuthering Heights. In addition, there is a film adaptation of the book produced in 1992. Conclusion. The Brontë sisters are iconic figures in English literature whose work continues to be read and admired for their emotional depth, narrative innovation, and exploration of complex themes. The Brontë sisters' contributions towards literature live on, reflecting their creativity, resilience, and lasting impact on literary storytelling.